even with people for trauma or that don't have trauma, but they have like anxiety, depression, do you know what I mean? All the things. Like I could write a book on how many women have wrote me letters, notes telling me like how they didn't believe that it would change their life, just working out, eating healthier, and like really just doing, all the steps that I've kind of talked them through, especially in my VIP groups and so on and so forth, that, it's rewarding to me and has helped me through my trauma to see other people heal as well.
Welcome to Meeting Maggie, where we value each person's authenticity, whether it be over chai or making hard choices, from dawn until dusk. Season 3 of Meeting Maggie is all about life in bloom. Remember, you can't have rainbows and flowers without the rain. So let's dance together during the rainstorm. I'm Maggie McGregor, your host. Hey everybody, I am Maggie McGregor on the Meeting Maggie podcast with Michelle Romanaskas as my guest. She is the owner and visionary of Trybe Boutique Fitness on Penn Avenue in Scranton, and we have so much to talk about today. So let's take it from the top. Michelle, what is your coffee order?
My coffee order,
Yes.
I get an almond milk latte almost all the time.
Yeah.
And I just add cinnamon to it. Obviously, I don't add any sugar, but that is my coffee order.
That's fun. Like the cinnamon, I feel like gives it like a little twist.
Yeah, so I just always get like almond milk or oat milk if they have it. Dairy, doesn't really agree with me. So then I love espresso, so I'll get like a shot or two, and then I usually just add cinnamon.
That's great. I add cinnamon to my coffee in the morning too. It's like underrated, I feel like. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon is so good for people, especially like just to even lower some blood sugar. Like you can add it to your, it's really good.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I add it to my shake every day too.
Where do you like to get your latte? Do you make it at home or do you?
So I do make it at home a lot of the times.
Okay.
I also do drink like this special like mushroom coffee once in a while too. But if I'm like going to order something, obviously my office is here inside the Giving Tree. So I'm always, running up to the front and being like, make me my coffee drink. And they like they know my order.
And we both love the Giving Tree has La Colombe espresso. That's our fave.
That's my fave. Yeah, we talk about that all the time.
Yeah,
the taste is just so strong, but like so good.
Yeah. So we love the tree. And then you started Trybe in 2017, but before that, you were a nurse. And what was the path like to starting Trybe?
So, I was a nurse, obviously, working in the hospital for a lot of years, right? Working with the sickest of the sickest, patients. And I was always into fitness. I was always into nutrition, and just working in the hospital, like, it was not preventative, right? So as I was taking care of my patients, a lot of the times I was teaching them how to eat and asking them if they ever worked out and so on and so forth. So I worked out my whole entire life. I remember joining a gym the very first day that I turned 18 that, back then, you had to wait till you were like of age to join. I was always working out, but Trybe came about, really right after my brother passed away, I'll be honest with you. And I just fitness was one of the things that made me feel the best. Mm-hmm. And so I, wanted to build a tribe of women. Some men come, where they can come, work out, feel amazing, but also from the preventative side of healthcare, where you can move your body, not only physically, help with mentally, and then, that is where Trybe came about. So really it was my driving factor because it helped me so much to work out, where I knew it would help so many other women to work out. And I wanted a community where it was going to just be a positive atmosphere. And I decided, nursing is amazing and I help people, but I help people way more in the way that I, do my businesses now with nutrition and fitness and holistic health.
So when did your nursing career end and your fitness career begin? Because you had a time when you were a bodybuilder.
Well, so yeah, I did fitness competition even before I opened Tribe. And so it was a bodybuilder, but like really more the fitness aspect of it. So I've been working out since my whole life, right?
Yeah.
Meaning like I did gymnastics, I did softball,
Right.
always worked out. I always was in the gym, and I was always doing things like that. But my fitness career really started probably about, I would say, 15 years ago when
Okay.
I took it to the next level where I really wanted to change my body composition, and I wanted to
Okay.
do like more of a fitness challenge where I could do a bikini fitness competition and also do, like it was more like it was called Try Fitness World. So like we
Okay.
did obstacles and different fitness things like box jumps and chest press and stuff like that. So really I took it to the next level, I would say like 15 years ago, right after my daughter was born.
Okay. So your second daughter, because I was going to ask you about how you manage all of this being a mom.
So yeah, I have a 19-year-old daughter, and she's in college now, and then I have a 15-year-old, and owning my own business honestly has been probably the best thing that I could do or show my daughters, because
Right.
I get to manage my time. I get to say yes and no
Mm-hmm.
when I want to. I can hire people if I want to take a shift off. But I'm very busy, but I run a tight schedule, right? So I have mom time, I have wife time, and I have business time where, to me, I feel like I'm good at it. Sometimes I am
Mm-hmm.
stressed a little bit here and there, but for the most part, I just make it work.
No, you're so good at managing time. And I love how you just like take Sundays off. Like you're like, that's my day, and just no one bother me. Bring me a coffee, but other than that, yeah, that's so good for your whole spirit to just be replenished on like one day of the week.
Yeah, people need to do that. So like obviously I work 7 days a week. I could
Mhm.
work eight if I wanted to, meaning like I do have the drive to work, but I also have to tell myself that I need to slow down to, replenish myself, like you said, recover, mentally
Mhm.
reset.
Yeah.
And Sunday is my family day, my house day, where I just literally, spend time with the family and the house and do what I need to do. And I rarely leave my house on a Sunday unless it's like something I have to do.
That's great because like you're just giving all week. You know what I mean? You're giving like of yourself in sessions with clients. Like I don't know if you're doing classes, but doing classes and meeting with people one on one, and you really need to be restored in order to like continue to give.
Oh yeah. I mean, I tell women that all the time. Do you know what I mean? Like you
Mhm.
need to really respect your time, your mental space. You need to find time for yourself.
Mhm.
Even though I'm teaching classes, that's not always time for myself. But when I want to get
Mhm.
women to work out, and come to a studio and just, take away some of that extra time that they just do, that they need to
Mhm.
find time just for themselves. So yeah, I personally teach classes and I see a lot of clients personally, personal training one-on-one. Obviously I train you. And then I
Yeah.
see a lot of people in my holistic nutrition office here back to back to back, just with
Yeah.
different things that they come to me for.
Right. All different needs in terms of nutrition.
All different needs. I mean, athletes, young children, teenage girls, especially learning how to really
Mhm.
fuel their body properly. And then, women in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and all the ways to 80. It really just depends on
Mhm.
what their, goal is. And also if they have like a root cause or they have a medical issue, they come to me for all different reasons.
Because so many people manage nutrition and exercise on their own, but it's so important to check in with someone like now and again and just be like, okay, am I doing this correctly? Could you give me feedback? And I feel like that's really important, and you definitely serve in that way.
Yeah. A lot of people try to wing it, which,
Yeah.
it's okay to try on your own. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes people are like really under fueling themselves. So their goal is to look toned, but they're not fueling their body properly and their muscles. Sometimes people are just doing one workout and their goal is something totally different, but they think that
Mm.
that's what they should be doing. So I basically look and do a whole health history, and then I do body composition, and then we come up with a goal, and then I give them a protocol based on what their goal is and what I see. Um, from a professional standpoint, and tell them like how many days a week they should be working out, what they should be doing, how they should be strength training, or if they should be, lifting heavier or walking more, or, how much protein they should be eating, so on and so forth.
Hmm. I think a big problem with women, especially, is they don't realize they're under fueling. Like, we
Oh,
talked this week about, like, I was getting headaches because I was under fueling and my hunger cues were off. And I struggle, like, I'm very open with an eating disorder, but yeah, your hunger cues are constantly changing, and it's just important to listen to your body.
yeah, women need to listen to their bodies specifically too, because sometimes they'll forget to eat. They'll think under eating is the way to lose weight, and that is not the case. Picking and choosing different foods that are not really fueling their body. Under fueling is probably one of the biggest reasons why women will have other issues, headaches, for
Yeah.
instance, or even mood swings, so on and so forth.
So you start Tribe almost 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So are you going to do anything big for the anniversary? I feel like that's such a big accomplishment.
Well, I'm sure we will be doing something that is
Yeah.
going to be fun, and giveaways and different things like that. But I just can't even believe it's been 10 years. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Time
So you,
flies.
yeah. So you embark on this business and you have like probably like your biggest run in with trauma. And you're very open about talking about mental health. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
know your brother passed away, but like, can you speak a little bit about how trauma affected your life and how you learned to deal with it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I mean, my brother passed away. It was a very traumatic experience for
Hmm.
me specifically and my family. And he had some mental health issues, and, he did end up taking his own life. And through that was very traumatic for not only me and my family. And I talk about it very openly because
Yeah.
trauma comes in all different areas of people's life. And, mine may seem really traumatic, but, other people have things that are traumatic in their life that may not be as traumatic, but it is traumatic for them.
Hmm.
For me, I did go to counseling. That's why I feel like God, God, or whatever you believe in,
Right.
brought me to this space to, open Tribe. But, I've worked through trauma, through, a lot of therapy, obviously talk therapy, but I did do EDMR therapy too.
Okay.
I also feel like fitness and nutrition and decrease in inflammation and fueling my body really is what took me to the next level.
Hmm. Like my trauma totally doesn't compare. I feel like because it was exercise trauma, but
Guess what? Trauma is trauma, girl. It
trauma's
does not matter.
trauma. But I couldn't get back to exercise for 20 years. I had a really complicated orthopedic history, which like I've told you about in high school. I had surgery a few times, and then I was just so scarred by it that it took me like 20 years. And here I am at that 20-year mark, and I started working out with you in January, and it's totally changed my life. And I knew that exercise had the power to do that, just movement. But I didn't know it was going to happen this year, and you've been such a blessing in my life. Um, so, yeah, I just kind of wanted to go into like what changes. Do you want to talk about what changes you've seen in me?
Girl, so obviously I've known you for a long time now, probably 10
Yeah,
years, right? When you
yeah,
first came.
yeah,
And you're very open about your trauma.
yeah.
And, I honestly always talk about like, I want people to come to me that I want to be able to help and who need me. And I feel like obviously I manifested probably you coming and you, whatever you want to believe in, but,
Hmm.
your total, not only fitness level since you came has been next level, right?
Yeah.
But your whole demeanor, your mood, your attitude coming into the door, even your, just the way you smile now coming in, I
Hmm.
can see such a huge difference
Yeah.
in you just from day one.
Yeah, and I think that's really a testament to well, like working hard and showing up because like I haven't missed a day if I can like
You
say
never
that.
missed a day.
No,
You even,
and
did it. I think you had to miss one day, and we did it the next day. Like, I mean, we
yeah,
just changed
yeah,
the schedule.
yeah. But yeah, trauma like you feel like you're never gonna come out of it, and then one day you do, and everything changes. So it's really just like a testament to like showing up, but also like giving your brain time to heal, And I'm sure that was like the same with you. Like you had to put a lot of work into healing from your trauma. But time really, like they say, time heals all. And I was like, that's bullshit. Make it go faster. But like now that I'm here, I'm like, okay, it was worth the wait, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like so many people just suppress it over time and, they don't, meet it head on. And, even with people for trauma or that don't have trauma, but they have like anxiety, depression, do you know what I mean? All the things. Like I could write a book on how many women have wrote me letters, I mean, notes telling me like how they didn't believe that it would change their life, just
Yeah.
working out, eating healthier, and like really just doing, all the steps that I've kind of talked them through, especially in my VIP groups and so on and so forth, that, it is, it's rewarding to me and has helped me through my trauma to see other people heal as well.
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Oh yeah, it helps me every day. So people are always like, "You're so happy, you're so energetic, you work so much." It's such a passion for me that it's not work. Well,
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
oh yeah, it helps me every day. So people are always like, "You're so happy, you're so energetic, you work so much." It's such a passion for me that it's not work. So it
Yeah.
actually fuels me and
Right.
drives me and heals me.
I didn't even think of that.
Oh, it heals me. Yes, every day.
I look forward to like every single workout, and I'm like, I'm gonna see Michelle tomorrow.
And
so
you're crushing it, girl. You're crushing
thank
it.
you, thank you.
I mean, I mean, your whole body has even changed, and
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if you've noticed that,
Yeah.
but like the transformation is incredible.
Yeah, yeah. And it's really just like I appreciate the way my body has changed, like the way it looks, but I just appreciate so much more the way it feels. Like
It's
that I'm
all
just
about yes.
yeah, I'm in tune with just my body so much more. And I missed that like feeling it is a feeling of control. Like I missed that feeling of control for the years I had to take off. But yeah, so lucky to be here. How do you like being in the Giving Tree?
I love the
Such
Giving Tree. I love it in here only because, and like the one reason I love it so much is because there's so many different women here with so many different businesses. You know what I mean? We all support each other.
yes.
So it's just like really inviting and it's a great community.
The energy is definitely electric. Like when you're sitting waiting, like when I'm like sitting waiting for you or something, just the energy of like the different women business owners like walking by and encouraging each other. It's definitely like a really amazing environment.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So in the fitness industry, like it can get obsessive. How do you talk women down from that when they're getting like too nitpicky about diet? Have you been to Burlap and Bourbon on Biden Street in downtown Scranton? It's the place to go for all of your Father's Day gift needs. They carry men's casual and business casual clothes and accessories, perfect for your favorite dad. They carry all of the Vineyard Vines favorites for your guy. Be sure to check out the Ladies Loft inside Burlap and Bourbon for gorgeous women's clothes and accessories. Burlap and Bourbon, your destination for Father's Day gifts in downtown Scranton, PA. And undernourishing, you know what I mean? And just making exercise obsessive.
Well, yeah, there has to be a balance, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, if people have an obsessive personality or an addicting personality,
Hello.
obviously they're gonna keep putting it on different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whether it's, I mean, people do it to drugs, they do it to work, they do it to fitness, they do it to all the things. But what I always teach in every single session that I have, especially with my one-on-one clients, is that you need to balance out everything. You need to take rest days. You need to listen to your body. You could, work out 5 days a week, but you need to take 2 days off. When women start talking bad about themselves or they want to work out harder, they think they want to do more, I kind of give them a reality check, which is why I do a lot of body fat composition. I make sure that they're not losing muscle mass. I kind of talk to them about what they're eating, so on and so forth. But we just have conversation and I let them talk out loud a lot of times because when they listen to themselves, they're like, oh, yeah, I get it. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
but I rarely honestly run into it anymore. I feel like a lot of women are starting to learn that, you know, less is more. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, getting your workouts in is great, but like overdoing it like people did back in the day where they're like
Right.
running a million miles or doing tons of cardio, under
Mhm.
fueling. That's not the look of the body we're looking for anyways. We want
No.
to be healthy, fit, and,
Mhm.
fuel and not overdo it.
Yeah, I read this quote and it said rest is productive, and I was like, yes, rest is productive and it's necessary to like move forward. Um, so changing gears a little bit, what is your favorite workout brand of clothing?
Well, I would say aloe or alo or
Yeah?
however you say it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I wear most of the time. I do have so much Lululemon, but they're like my top two like brands that I wear
Okay.
primarily because honestly, they last.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, they don't, when you wash them, they probably come out the same.
Yeah, but I have some Amazon dupes too that I'll wear. So it's not
Yeah.
like, I'm not all or nothing aloe Lululemon.
Yeah. So give us the skinny. What are the best black leggings in the game? Because you are the queen of like a black legging and like a sports top, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's
So
your look.
I'm in black a lot just because I'm with weights a lot. I'm on the floor with my clients a lot.
Yeah.
So I always want to kind of look clean. But I honestly love Lululemon leggings the best. And I wear the Align mostly when I'm training. But
Okay.
I wear like the tighter ones, or when I'm coaching and teaching. But I wear like the tighter ones if I'm like doing a heavy leg day or something like that. They're like the Wonder Under.
Okay. Is there a dupe that you like?
I do. There's an actual Amazon dupe that I have that is very similar to the Wonder Under. I don't know the name of it, but I could send
No,
you the
send
link.
it. Send it over. We'll link it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wear them like a lot. Honestly, they're nice and tight, which is what I like when I'm doing like a heavy leg day.
Mhm. Um. So that work-life balance, like you were talking about, taking one day off and just making sure you restore and renew, like as a mom, as a wife, as a sister. Is there anything else that you do to just recharge?
Well, I mean, I have a morning routine. I have a
Oh my
nighttime
god, I
routine.
love a morning routine, and my nighttime routine is like a half an hour. I need to
Yeah, yeah,
cut
yeah.
it
So
down.
I kind of try to stay on track with my morning routine, and I teach that a lot to a lot of my clients as well. Where like I do my meditation, I do my affirmations. Like I am not one to get on my phone as soon as I open my eyeballs, or
Hmm.
when I go in my bedroom, my phone goes on my charger, and I do not go on my
Okay.
phone for the rest of the night because I could have clients texting me all hours,
Oh
right?
right,
So
yeah.
you have to have some boundaries.
Hmm.
I my other thing that I love to do is walk, several times a week or even in a day, depending, and try not to really go on my phone and like text people or scroll. I'll try to like listen to either like a nice podcast, or I'll try to listen to music or listen to something that's going to like more either motivate me or teach me, but not like suck the life out of me. Do you know what I
Hmm.
mean? So
Yeah.
like I think that people need to do that with either putting their phones away or not like looking at their phone late at night or early in the morning, doing some meditation or affirmations, stuff like that. I do.
So many of my guests have said that they owe like so much of their success to their morning routine. Like just starting the day right makes a difference.
Oh gosh, I have my supplements out. I do my red
Yeah.
light therapy. I do my morning, routine with my whole skincare and my, my light therapy that I talked to you about.
Yeah. That's amazing. Are there any gadgets like your light therapy and
I have 1,000 gadgets,
a
girl.
thousand gadgets? All right,
I
we're
do
gonna
light
link some of
therapy.
those.
I do my light therapy, my red light therapy in the morning.
Okay.
And I have my sauna that I do. Like I do my gua sha. I do my
Oh,
rebounder. I
nice.
jump on my trampoline.
Amazing. Um, so your beauty regimen, you always have like the prettiest lashes, the prettiest long hair. Tell us about that.
So the lashes are lash extensions, and I honestly do them myself. I
You
used to
told me
go,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I used to go get them done all the time. And honestly, my time is pretty valuable. So like laying there and the glue kind of like always irritated my eyes a little bit, to be honest.
Mhm.
So I literally do my own that has like glue already on them. And the reason why I do it is because I work out a lot. I sweat a lot. I
Mhm.
cannot wear mascara, but I also want to look for me, maybe it's vain, but I want to look presentable because I do a lot of content. I do a lot of
Oh
stories.
yeah.
I see clients all day long. Sometimes I'm doing, a class, and then the next minute I'm, doing a consultation. So I kind of want to look put together. So I do my own lashes. So I get my hair done at Ritual by Lexi. So I have a row of
Awesome.
extensions. And the reason why I have them is just I want more thickness. Like when I put
Yes.
my hair in a ponytail, my
Right.
hair is probably just as long as the extensions. I mean, I used to just like do clip-ins, but I really do like the sew-in right now.
Yeah, it gives your hair that body.
Yeah, it just feels like a little thicker. I mean, I'm in perimenopause, girl. I know that I feel like I'm 20, and I tell everybody that, and I take a million supplements for my hair, but I just like it a little thicker.
Yeah. So I'm loving the secret menu at Trybe for the cafe at Giving Tree. What are some of your favorite like snacks on that?
So we came up with that Trybe Giving Tree menu, the secret menu, because obviously, I do a lot of metabolism testing and macros, and a lot of my clients would be coming in for an appointment because I see them every 2 weeks, and they would want to know what I personally get up
Right.
front, like what coffee I get, what shake I get, and we just ended up calling it the Michelle Shake because they knew what it was if they wanted it. So I do a quarter to a half a banana, cinnamon, and vanilla protein powder.
Okay.
And we came up with the actual menu because so many people were getting it anyways. And then I broke down the macros for the clients so that they can go up and order a chocolate one or a vanilla one and be able to know exactly what the macros are in it, because I want to make sure they're getting enough protein.
That's amazing. What do you think is the overall message like of Trybe? If you had to give like a mission statement.
So Trybe, I always tell people it's like a tribe of women, right? That come together to support each other
Yeah.
and really just like encourage each other to like level up in all areas of their life, not just in fitness. So like ever since we opened this, I mean, people have became best friends that never even knew each other.
Really?
It's like such a positive community. Do you know what I mean? In all areas, like I said, like, yeah, you can just go work out anywhere, but you want to be somewhere where people are positive, they're really motivating you. You can find friendships, there's no drama, there's no,
Yes.
like, any of that bull crap that women have to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah. So other than your lash extensions, do you wear any other makeup? Like what makeup?
Oh yeah, I always have a lip gloss on, and then I just wear it's kind of like a sheer, I guess, foundation.
So tell me about your holistic health journey. Like you started as a nurse and then you went into fitness. And then did you get like a certification in nutrition and holistic health?
Yeah, so obviously I got certified in fitness in a bunch of different, certifications, Pilates, functional, fitness, all the things. And then what happened is that I realized fitness is great, right? Fitness is great for the mind, the body, but when people want to transform their body, you can't just like eat crappy or not know what to eat and work out. So
Yes.
really nutrition was something that I absolutely love too. And nutrition is 80% of it. So for anybody who's working out, that's great. But you also need to have your nutrition in check if you want to either change your body composition, grow your muscles, drop body fat. So I went then back and I got certified as a functional nutrition practitioner. So I went back and I, did all my certifications. I was trained, by several different certifications where I learned how to I test metabolism. I have a medical grade machine here where I can see if somebody's metabolism is slow, normal, or fast. I do in-body body composition. And then after I did nutrition, I realized other people were having root causes of other things. So then I went back and I also got certified in functional lab testing. So I can read people's labs on a functional level instead of just saying these are in normal range. Like I'm nothing against a doctor, but they just go by this and this, but your symptoms might still be there even though it's in a normal range. And then I wanted to do holistic practitioner. So I went back to school to Trinity School of Natural Medicine. I got certified as a holistic practitioner. So when people come here, I do all different kind of testing. One of my top test that people love is the Zytoscan, because it's like bioenergetic, and it literally tests your body for like 300 different things. I mean, I have people come here all the time where they're just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that it knew that, and they feel amazing. So I kind of did a 360 approach to, you know, fitness and nutrition. So in a whole, I would consider like it just all holistic. I'm not saying medicine is bad. I think we need it, but I don't think that it's the end all be all.
Right, right. Um, so do you, in terms of nutrition, like, is the attitude that, like, moderation, or how do you approach that?
Oh yeah, so I teach people how to eat food to fuel their body, fuel every cell in their body, so that they could decrease inflammation and feel amazing.
Okay.
And then I teach them how other foods that are not so beneficial, that don't fuel their body, you know what I mean, and there's every cell, is like a once in a while thing. So I could, you know, I say, like, if you want an ice cream, you know, you shouldn't be having ice cream every night. Unfortunately, it's not like the best choice, but you could do it. I would do it in moderation, like birthday, you know, once a week. You know, you want pizza, you want to have alcohol, you know, so on and so forth. These things are great as add-ons. They taste great, but they're not going to really serve your body. So I teach people how to eat whole, healthy foods the majority of the time, and then incorporate other things in their life, so that they don't think that they can never have an ice cream again or a piece of cake again, because who wants to live like that?
Yeah, yeah. I feel like so much solace in that you don't drink, because I don't drink either, just by choice. And it is like, I live such a full life doing that, but some people just can't relate. And like, you can totally relate to that decision. And that's something I really value in you, like, as a friend.
So I personally, like, I'm not saying I've never drank wine and things in my life in the past, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like I got to a point in my life where it just wasn't personally worth the way that I felt. Like, I don't know if it's something happened in my 40s especially, but I mean, when it just didn't make me feel good. And even now, like, if I have a couple sips, I'm like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just not worth the feeling of, like, it just doesn't agree with me.
Right, right.
So it's not worth it. It's something I choose. My sleep sucks if I do. You know, I have a headache if I do it, and it's not even like I drink a lot, you know? So
Yeah.
it's just, I really still have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I still love to go out to dinner, and I don't care if anybody else drinks when they're around me. Like, I'm having a great time not drinking.
Yeah, yeah. No, we went to a wedding in Austin, my cousin's wedding, a few weekends ago, and my dad and I were the last ones at the bar. And I was having cranberry club, and I was just having so much fun, but I was like so sober. It didn't make any difference at all to me.
No.
Yeah. Got dressed up, went to the welcome party, was at the bar until like 11 or 12, but like, which is very rare for me, but like, to be out that late, but it still just felt so good that I could enjoy it and not be drinking.
Oh yeah, you could totally enjoy life. Like I said, if you choose not to drink. Some people, like I said, enjoy it, but for me, it makes me feel like absolute garbage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just always good to have someone who can relate to that in your life, for sure.
I feel like a lot of times people are, you know, drinking less now. There's so many places that have mocktails. It's like a thing.
Yeah. No, it's definitely trending. And there's been studies that say it leads to like earlier dementia, and it's just, I think, a good choice.
I mean, it is toxic. Let's be real. Like, everyone knows that there's nothing good that comes out of it. In moderation is fine. Do you know what I mean? But I just feel better without it.
Yeah, for sure. So when you're doing holistic nutrition with clients, are there like superfoods that you recommend a lot?
Well, I mean, obviously, I want everyone to eat a high protein diet, right? Because it fuels your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments. It honestly even helps with neurotransmitters and mood.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I have a lot of clients eat, like, berries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries every single day. The antioxidants are incredible. A lot of leafy greens. sweet potatoes. I mean, I teach people even how to go out to dinner and be able to still enjoy life, but there's not like a specific food choice. Like it depends on the individual. Like if somebody comes into me and they have like insulin resistance or PCOS, I'm obviously going to give them a different plan than somebody who comes into me who wants to gain lean muscle, and is an athlete. So really everything I do is very individualized.
Yeah, like a specific plan per person.
Yeah, nothing is cookie cutter here because even if I'm doing labs or I'm doing, a Zyto scan, like they might even have food sensitivities that they can't, beat.
Yeah. Let's talk about inflammation. Where do you find inflammation comes from the most? Like, is it food groups or is it like, just what do you think of that?
Food, 100%. I
Yeah.
mean, food is super inflammatory, especially just different foods, processed foods that are not even real foods, right?
Yes.
Seed oils, things of that nature. The American diet, like,
Yeah.
let's be real, you know what I mean?
For
Is
sure.
very inflammatory. So, like, there's just crazy, 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 like, success stories that I have, just even putting somebody on an anti-inflammatory diet who comes in who's so inflamed that the difference just in their skin, their face, their mood, and the way that they feel is incredible. But food is definitely the number one thing.
Yeah, I think so many people have pain or chronic pain from like getting burnt out, but it also is just inflammation built up. And it's coming from just things in everybody's daily life that they're not even thinking of, like food choices.
There's a lot of environmental too, don't get me wrong, but usually when I could have them change a lot of their foods that they're, eating and that they don't even know was inflammatory, all of a sudden they're like, my acne's gone, my joints feel better. Like it just depends. I've had a lot of
Yeah.
teenage girls when I put them on an anti-inflammatory diet just for even 2 weeks just to calm the inflammation, their acne is like night and day.
Really? That's amazing. So, everybody, thank you so much, Michelle Romanaskas, for coming on the podcast today, meeting Maggie. If you want to get in touch with Michelle, Giving Trees website or Trybe Fitness website, DM me. That's fine. I can put you in touch with Michelle. DM Michelle. She'll be collaborating on all the clips from the podcast. And have a great day.
Thanks, guys.